Today we're going to be talking about signature worthy fragrances. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. We talk all things fragrance here, so if that interests you, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to grow the channel and grow our community of fragrance loving friends. So I've never been a signature scent girly. I obviously love fragrance, I love perfume, but I do have some perfumes that I really do feel like are signature scent worthy that you could wear every day. People could know you by them and they could work for every occasion, any season, things like that. So let's get right into it. So starting with one you've probably heard either on this list or in general, and that is Burberry Goddess. This is vanilla with some accompanying lavender and cacao, and this one is also a really big compliment magnet for me, and I really just see this working in any situation, in any season. I know this dent may not look like a lot, but this dent is denting for me and my collection. And I know this one gets a lot of hype, but I feel like it's for a reason. You truly can't go wrong with this, and even the lavender in this is done perfectly. This could definitely work for work, a night out, just going to run errands, whatever you want to, Burberry Goddess can do. Next is my cool girl signature scent, and so that is Father Figure by phlur. And I love that it's called Father Figure because their intention was it for it to smell commanding yet comforting, and that's kind of what I get from this. Like I said, this is a very cool girl fragrance. It is just so freaking amazing. I would kind of classify this as unisex, but for me it is barely unisex, more leaning feminine. When I want a cocooning scent bubble that's fresh, clean, yet got something that's so unique, this is what I'm reaching for. I really can't compare this to anything, but if you do like scents like Gris Charnel, then I definitely think you will love Father Figure. Next, we've got Khair Confection by Paris Corner, and this is inspired by Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by Khair, and this is like literally the ultimate feminine signature fragrance. It is so beautiful, sweet, feminine, a little bit sophisticated, but also has some like playful aspects to it because it does have some notes of bubblegum, but by no means is this juvenile or synthetic. This is so beautifully done. No matter what, when you put this on, you're going to get compliments, you're going to turn heads, and you're definitely going to smell like the most unique yet alluring and addicting person in the room. I really love the feminine flirty aspect of this fragrance, and it's got so much depth, and it will be an amazing signature fragrance. Next, we've got Orpheon by Diptyque. So this is literally one of my babies. This is going to be perfect for the woman that wants to smell a little woodsy but very classy, elegant, and a little bit powdery. This one is so versatile that there is not a single situation that it's not going to work in. I cannot see this offending anyone. It's a little bit understated but still can make a statement. Whoever gets to be in your space will really appreciate this fragrance, and I feel like the House of Diptyque does really great signature worthy fragrances, and Orpheon does not miss the mark. So next we've got one that will really be a signature for the bold woman that is really confident in herself, and that is Amouage Guidance 46. I feel like the original Amouage was made to be kind of like a signature for that kind of woman. I do always say this fragrance is like a grown woman fragrance, and if you aren't ready for this fragrance, it'll make you get ready. The Guidance 46 is just taking the OG, making it a little bit more smooth, a little bit more wearable, and I wouldn't necessarily call this fragrance an easy reach, but compared to the OG, it is. I do feel like this one is definitely one that you need to sample because it can be a little bit polarizing, and it kind of just smells like the skin of a woman that is very into her sensuality but also very confident, knows that there's a time and place for everything, has her stuff together. Like, it is that fragrance. Signature worthy doesn't always mean that you have to wear it for every single occasion in your life, but that it'll work in a lot of situations and you will smell like specifically you. And I feel like Quentin Biche definitely knows how to do a signature woman's fragrance. So let's move to something that is a little bit more approachable, and this is Studied by Liis. So I actually had a sample set from the House of Liis, and when I tell you I smelled this one and I immediately got a full bottle. Thank goodness they gave you a coupon, but I still would have ordered it either way. This is a beautiful signature scent. It is a Your Skin But Better scent, but done in such a beautiful and different way. So this is Glossier You. If you add like a juicy crisp pear and some carrot to add to that crunch of the pear, and then the coziness coming from the ambroxan and the cashmere, and the cashmere by no means is taking over the fragrance because sometimes it can do that. It is literally just barely there in the background to make this fragrance so snuggly and cuddly. If you want to be known for a fragrance and it be like delightful and people be addicted to that fragrance, I definitely think Studied by Liis would be perfect. I've never smelled a pear done so well as it is done in this fragrance. So next we've got Amouage Imperial Vanilla. So this is a recent pickup in my collection. So this is supposed to be a brown sugar vanilla fragrance, and when I smelled this immediately I was like, oh my gosh, this is such an elegant, beautiful vanilla fragrance, and it's compared a lot to Vanilla 28 by Khair. The brown sugar in this smells so luxurious luxurious. Like, it's not sticky, it's not cloying, and the juice is going to get darker like a lot of vanilla fragrances do, so I can't imagine how it's going to smell when it gets darker. And to me, it has like a hint of Escapade Gourmand, so it's taking like the best of two very popular, amazing vanilla fragrances, combining it into one and making it very elegant. So if you take a look at this bottle, this is kind of what Imperial Vanilla smells like. It literally smells like a vanilla that a princess or a queen would wear without being too rich or unapproachable. If you love a more sweet vanilla and you don't want like a Burberry Goddess, this is your best bet for a signature worthy vanilla. Okay, next, if you want to be remembered for being angelic and ethereal, this is your perfect signature scent. This is actually Beautiful Bella Embrace from Giuliana's Perfume, and this is inspired by Dama Bianca but with their own twist. So it says this fragrance has a similar DNA to Dama Bianca with added notes of vanilla, Isoe Super, Sicilian Mandarin, white bergamot, hibiscus, and white rum, and I am obsessed with this fragrance. It literally radiates grace, confidence, and kindness, and it just has such an angelic feel about it. So many women wear the OG Dama Bianca on their wedding day, and I can absolutely see why. I've never really smelled anything like this. It's so beautiful. Another one I will just go to my shelf and smell just because it is so beautiful and ethereal. And I always say this has such a fluffy, almost chewy texture. It almost has, like, to me, the texture of like biting into some mochi. Don't let that throw you off, because that could just be me being weird, but like something about it is just so fluffy, chewy, bouncy. And last but not least, another fragrance that did inspire this video and feels so signature worthy is Soie Malaquais by Dries Van Noten. I feel like this is so feminine fragrance signature coded. Like, I feel like this was made to be a signature fragrance, and sometimes it's those fragrances with barely any notes that really just does it for you. There is something so complex yet so easy about this fragrance. It's like the most beautiful oxymoron. It's feminine, it's pretty, it's a little nutty, it's sweet, but it's also fresh and like has this beautiful complexity and depth, I think, coming from that cacao. And it's such a textural fragrance because it does have that note of silk, and I love when a fragrance just kind of like paints an image in my mind. So the visual that I get is if you're laying down in a circular bed with some pink mulberry silk sheets, and you've got some juicy black currants sitting next to you, and they're lightly dusted in some cacao, and you have rubbed on the most beautiful, luxurious, high-end cocoa butter all over your body, and they're just like beautiful pink rose petals falling all over you. That's exactly what this fragrance makes me feel like. It is literally the most ultra feminine, pretty yet fresh fragrance. There is a reason that it's so hyped. I feel like this is a fragrance that every woman, no matter where she is on her fragrance journey, should sample, try, or have in her collection. It is just that freaking good. So those are my signature scent worthy fragrances. Definitely let me know if you have a signature scent, or if you're into perfume like me, what used to be your signature scent, and definitely drop me some down below that you think are signature scent worthy. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Smell you later.